My name is Olga Emmel, and I was 85 years old in July. No, it wasn't 86. Well, this was during the so-called Great Depression. I was one of 10 children. My family and I found ourselves in a coal mining town. The man who owned the coal mine also owned the company store, and he owned the so-called company houses. So it was like a feudal system. He had control of everything. My brother George, who was a real nature lover, spent hours upon hours roaming the woods. But one day he came home after his hike in the woods with 2 squirrels.
Look, on that stump, a golden-mantled ground squirrel. His name is Squeak, Squeak the squirrel.
He announced to my mother that he wanted to make them pets. These were going to be his pets. So he built a cage and attached it to my mother's kitchen window so that he could open the window from inside the kitchen and feed the squirrels. We named them Jake and Lena. Jake and Lena was a comedy radio show, very popular and very, very funny. Every day he would feed and pet the squirrels, and so would we. And finally, they would come when we called them, and it reached a point where we could let them out of their cage into the kitchen.
If you hold very still, a squirrel will come up and eat out of your hand.
But one day, she caught the squirrels burying their nuts in Mother's potted plants. And of course, she didn't like that because they were beginning to show it. So, plus the fact that one of them, I forget which, was gnawing on the kitchen cupboard. And she finally said to my brother, she said, "George, they belong in the woods. That's their home. And I think you should take them back to the woods." And he did. There was something about the Depression that drew you to animals, that it made you feel more caring because of all the uncaring that was going on. That's the way I saw it.